Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody is doing well. So today we are going to be doing my May favorites, and this was a hard favorites video for me to put together. I don't know, you guys, I was just in a weird place in May. Like, I feel like it started off great, I graduated, and then I just wasn't into anything. And then like maybe the last 2 weeks I really started to kind of get back into things that I was into at the beginning and even last month. So I don't know, it was just a weird month for me, lots of adjusting. I moved and I don't know. But anyway, let's just get into the favorites because I do actually have some things that I did want to mention to you guys. So the first thing is the Everyone hand soap, and it says that it's made with plant extracts plus pure essential oils. And this one is the Meyer lemon and mandarin version right here. And this is a soap that's in my bathroom. I had never tried this Everyone hand soap. I've seen it a couple times, been a little intrigued by it, but never tried it. And I really like it. It smells really good. I feel like it's a little moisturizing, but not too much. But you can tell, you know, I can definitely tell this is a more natural soap, but I feel like it does a good job of cleansing, and my hands just feel good after I use it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, sometimes if you're washing your hands a lot, your hands just start to feel, not that this one is moisturizing to the point of like totally not needing lotion, but I don't know, my hands just feel good after. And so this is something that I don't think I would have ever tried had my roommate not had it, and I really like it, and it's something that I'm planning to repurchase when it's gone. So I really enjoyed that this month. And then I guess staying on that same train in terms of something else that's not makeup, this is the Gucci Bamboo Perfume. And I got the, well, not the little size, but I guess this is the smallest one. This is just the 1.1 ounce. See, I'm all out of it today. This is the 1 ounce, and this is one of my favorite perfumes, definitely in my top 3. And it just smells, honestly, when I smell this, I smell sexy, period. I just smell sexy every time I put it on. I don't care where I'm going. It just eludes sexiness to me, and not even to the point where it's like too much that you wouldn't want to wear it every day, because I do go through periods where I wear this a lot. I've been wearing this to work a ton, and I feel like whenever I wear this to work, at least one customer always asks me, what are you wearing? And I'm like, let me tell you, because I love sharing scent favorites. So I just wanted to mention that. I did buy this for myself when Ulta was having their like platinum sales, kind of around the same time that Sephora was having their Sephora VIB sale, and I decided to just get things from Ulta because the sale was just better, more percentage off, and I had points and stuff. So I bought this for myself during that time. And another thing that I wanted to mention, now I know I've mentioned these before, I have a full review on this, so I will not go too in-depth over, but this is the Hut Shea Sugar Scrub. If you like a manual exfoliator and you like a really good scrub, and this is so good. It's my ideal scrub because there's enough scrubbies in it, and it doesn't hurt, but yet it's really gonna scrub, and it just feels good. They have a ton of scents, and I don't have any allergic reactions. It rinses off really clean, and this scent, the Moroccan rose, smells amazing. So I would highly recommend this, and I will link that review if you want way more details on that. And then the next thing I want to mention, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but I just feel like I'm glowing today. And while I do have on highlighter, I feel like my whole, you know, face is just glowing today. I kind of did a little bit softer makeup today, but what I have on is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation. I am wearing it in the shade 330 Toffee. And I really like this foundation. Now, one thing I don't like, it's like there's not a pump. It's a glass bottle. You know, I can overlook that, but I just feel like in terms of traveling, if you're not going to give me a pump, give me a tube, you know, that I can squeeze out. And honestly, that is my preferred method in terms of a foundation. Give me a squeezy tube because I just feel like they're travel friendly, and I just love those. But anyway, I do love this foundation irregardless to my little packaging rant there. And I think this foundation really is good for dry skin. I feel like I couldn't appreciate this when I had oily skin. I don't really feel like I enjoyed it, and so revisiting it now as somebody with extremely dry skin, I just think it looks so good, and I just feel like it gives my skin like a natural radiance to it. and the coverage is pretty good. It's probably about a medium coverage. It can be built up a little bit, but I find the more I build it up, the more glow. So I try to do a little bit of color correcting if I need to. Now today I did not do any color correcting at all. I have on some concealer with it, but that's about it. And if you're wondering in terms of glow, I set up under my eye with my concealer because I always set up under my eye, but I have no powder on the rest of my face, which was something I really had to get used to and let go of when my skin became dry, because I was so used to setting my whole face. But with the dry skin, that's really not something that works well for me. So I really like this foundation. I feel like it's still, even with it being glowy, it lasts a really long time. I haven't noticed it really breaking me out or anything like that, so I would highly recommend it. And then another product, I guess, that I want to mention that's kind of the same deal in terms of I feel like I appreciate it more is the Benefit Porefessional. Now I want to give away from Jen's channel over at Jen's Vanity, and one of the things that she included in there is the Porefessional because it's one of her favorite products. And I had tried this, had a couple samples, tried it a couple times, and every time I really disliked it. I really disliked it. But what I'm realizing is, because I've had that happen to me with another primer, and what I'm realizing is that, you know, when you get those samples and they're kind of like the little packets. I wish I had picked up the one, but it's behind my camera now, so I can't really get over there and get it. But you know those little packets that you rip open and then maybe you can try it one to 2 or 3 times or something like that. What I realize is that with those packets, even if you try to close it back up, it really does kind of change the product a little bit because it's exposed to the air. So even when you try to close it, there's no way to really seal it. And so I think that that might have had something to do with it. Also could have been my skin. But what I find with this is that I just feel like the overall look of my makeup is just a lot more just smooth looking. I just feel like everything just looks a little bit better. And I have tried this with a lot of different foundations, and I've liked it with every single one. So I wanted to mention this. Now this product is, if you don't know, it is a squeezy tube, and it kind of has a little bit of like a brown consistency. See if I can show you guys that. And it's very like soothing, no, smoothing. And when you blend it out, and you have to be careful with it and not blend it too much because it can kind of pill up. But honestly, it feels so like just so smooth. And it does have a little bit of a scent. It's nothing I noticed when I put on my face, but it is a light scent. It's a pleasant scent and it's light, so I work with it, but it does have a scent. So if you're somebody who absolutely doesn't like scents, I would say definitely check this out in the store first before you decide to purchase it. But I am enjoying it. And then I want to mention 2 eyeshadow palettes that I've been absolutely oh, I'm sorry, you guys. Let me just, oh. Okay. So do not disturb. Okay, I'm sorry about that, you guys. So I want to mention 2 eyeshadow palettes that I have been absolutely loving this month. And the first one is the one that I'm wearing on my eyes today. And this is the Sonia Kashuk Ion Neutral Matte Palette. Now this was kind of a rediscovered love for me. I really tried not to buy any makeup in May. And I'm also going to try my hardest not to buy anything in June. So I just kind of want to play with what I have, kind of rediscover things, and this is definitely one of those things. Now I did use this a lot when I first got it and probably the first few months after, but then I kind of set it down, start playing with other stuff. And what I found recently is that I've just been in the mood for a matte look, and I feel like I had 2 moods this month. I either went matte or I didn't, and it was kind of split. And so this palette I feel like just has a ton of those neutral shades that I'm going to wear all the time and use. And also, if you follow my channel, I did do a video on beauty products I hit pan on, and this was not in there because after I uploaded the video and was waiting to release it, I hit pan on this. So this is one of the products I was telling you guys about where I was like, I think I'm gonna hit pan on it, but I didn't show it to you guys, and I should have because I totally hit pan on it. But I love these shades. And another thing I want to mention about this palette, another reason why I love it is because it's kind of a multitasking palette for me really during the school year, but even if I'm just in a rush, I will set up under my eye if I need to with one of those first 2 shades. I've used these shades down here to fill in my eyebrows. And then I'll also go ahead and use this for my eyeshadow look. And I feel like it works really well for all of those things. And so when I'm in a rush, it can just go along way for me. So I really enjoy that. I like how sleek and compact it is, super easy to store, and I just really like this. Also, I feel that these shades I think have more of an impact on the eye, which I appreciate, because I'm not super blown away when I feel the texture. Like, the texture feels okay, but I felt textures that feel better. But when I put it on my eye, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is it gives a, like, it's more of a punch on the eye, and I can appreciate that, because I'd rather it have more of a punch on the eye than when I'm swatching it or something like that, because I'm not buying it to swatch constantly. I'm buying it to use it on my face. So I really appreciate that. And then the other palette I want to mention that just for pigmentation alone, outside of the color scheme, this palette is the absolute truth. It is so good. Let me be the first to tell you, because I did spend my hard-earned coins on this. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Now, I've had this palette for quite a while, and I did mention this palette in my high-end haul that I did on the channel earlier this year. And I realized I don't think I've put this in a favorites video, which is craziness because I've been using it so much. So I wanted to go ahead and put it in this favorites video. One, because I did use it a lot this month, but two, it should have been in a couple of the other favorites video. And as you can see, it's a very warm tone palette. Whenever I have a mirrored on a palette and then I hold it up to you guys, I'm always like checking my makeup out to make sure it looks okay. But anyway, the pigmentation of this palette is just off the charts. I mean, I honestly, there were some other Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes that I really wish I would have gotten, and I didn't, because I was like, you know, I don't know what her quality is like, but her quality is bomb. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, honestly, seeing how good this palette is, you know what it did? It kind of made me even more sad that I didn't go ahead and get the Master by Mario palette, because I was really attracted to that palette and I should have took a leap of faith, and I didn't. And you know, I regret it. I do. I'm a, you know, I'm a strong enough woman that I can say that. But I love what's happening in here with these shades. I feel like this is a palette I'm going to get a lot of use out of. And like I said, the pigmentation, whatever you're thinking you need, just put that in half, because the pigmentation is just so good on this that you don't have to struggle to get an eyeshadow look out of this. And I feel like this palette is one where she does matte so well, but her shimmers are just as good as her mattes, in my opinion. And then you have a mirror, and then you have a magnetic closure. Just everything about this is everything I'm for. So I absolutely love that. That's my last product. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm trying not to touch anything so I don't mess up my hands. If you have any products that you've been enjoying for the month, please let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.